everybody, this is Bob. I wanted to give you another video explaining some exercises to do with the upper body. In this case, we're going to be working the biceps. I'm going to do two exercises. I'm going to do a seated bicep curl, and I'm going to do a standing bicep curl. And the only difference is the fact that they are one seated and one's standing. And this is going to be aimed at your convenience, perhaps the convenience of home and your space. You might feel comfortable doing one over the other. The bottom line is we're going to target the arms and those fronts, or what we call the biceps. So what we need is we need a form of weight, we need a form of resistance. And I have here on the floor cans, and I have some dumbbells. There are things like resistance bands, which we'll probably get into a little later. But for right now, I want to let you know that any item in the house that has some weight to it is going to be a good thing that's appropriate for you. I'd recommend anywhere from 1 pound on up to maybe 10 pounds for beginners. You can go up higher if you're more advanced and you're ready for that. So I'm not going to not tell you to do that, but I want you to be cautious initially to get started. If it's something new that you have not done before, start with a lower weight and then work your way up in your resistance. And I'll explain a little bit of the details on what you're looking for and how we're going to go about doing that. So the first thing is going to be the seated bicep curl. I got my weights. These happen to be 5 pounds. I'm going to have a seat. I'm going to have my arms to my side. And I'm going to show you two versions. One is what they call a hammer curl, which is basically bringing the weight straight up and straight down. Okay? Side view of that would be here. So notice the handles. I don't change the handle at all. I just keep it straight up and straight down. And again, we're targeting the front of the arms. One more time. One key point to mention is we don't want to pause at the bottom position. People have a tendency to give a little rest and curl it back up. When you do that, you're unloading the muscle. And what we want to do is keep the tension high and throughout the whole set that you're doing. All right, so that was the hammer curl. The more traditional curl is going to be coming up and then starting to rotate the hands, the palms facing you, and then control it back down. And again, steady, control, rotate up, palms face you, squeeze that muscle at the top. In fact, you can really grasp the handle hard and kind of squeeze the handle as you come up. That also gives you a little extra bite in the biceps, which I like. And again, controlling the way down. The tendency is to want to curl up and just drop those weights or drop them relatively quickly. And we want that resistance all the way through the movement, nice and steady and smooth. So that's a seated bicep curl or seated arm curl. The other version is just simply standing up, and it's the same thing, just standing and rotating in and controlling down. So the positioning isn't really that, the feel of the weight isn't different. It's more of the positioning, and maybe in your house, you're a little more conducive to standing in your space versus being seated. It's your choice. Side view, watch the rotation. And then control the way down. And one more time. Squeeze, hold, and then control the way down. I'm going to recommend minimum of 10 repetitions. The way we usually train is to momentary muscular failure, where you just simply cannot do anymore, and you can do that. If you feel like you want to be a little safer with it, you can do maybe more than one set, maybe go 2 sets, and do it until you're very close to momentary muscular failure. I hope this helps. Again, bicep curl, arm curl, and we'll talk soon. Thanks.